Hello friend, welcome to my channel Coin Worth Million. Today video of the 1995 United States quarter dollar is a fascinating piece of modern American coinage that continues the legacy of the iconic Washington quarter series that began in 1932. Minted by the United States Mint, this quarter features the enduring and dignified portrait of George Washington, the nation's first president, on the obverse front side. Designed by John Flanagan, this bust of Washington has remained the central figure on the quarter since its inception, a symbol of continuity and respect for American leadership and values. The 1995 issue retains the classic elements, including the inscriptions "Liberty" across the top, "In God We Trust" to the left of Washington's profile, and the date 1995 centered below the neck. The designer's initials JF can be found near the neckline. The reverse of the coin depicts a heraldic eagle with wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, an emblem of American strength and peace. Above the eagle are the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, while the denomination quarter dollar is prominently displayed along the bottom rim. The 1995 quarter was struck in three main mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark, used for proof coins. The regular circulation coins were made of a copper-nickel clad composition, a core of pure copper sandwiched between outer layers of copper and nickel, giving the coin a silver-like appearance but without precious metal content. The coin weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters with a reeded edge, which serves both aesthetic and anti-counterfeiting purposes. Mintage for 1995 was relatively high, with over 1.1 billion quarters produced. For circulation, including approximately 1.1 billion from Philadelphia and Denver combined, the San Francisco Mint produced both clad and silver-proof versions for collectors, with the silver-proof containing 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it a more lustrous appearance and higher intrinsic value. The 1995 clad proof quarters were minted in high-quality strike and sold primarily in proof sets. These proof coins are easily distinguishable by their mirror-like finish and frosted details, while most 1995 quarters in circulation are only worth face value due to their high mintage and use. Uncirculated or mint-state coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can carry modest premiums in the collector market. The silver-proof quarters are more valuable due to their precious metal content and limited mintage, typically valued based on silver prices and collector demand. Errors and varieties are an interesting aspect of the 1995 quarter series. Some known errors include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchettes, and broad strikes. These error coins are relatively scarce and can fetch significantly higher prices depending on the severity and visibility of the mistake. One of the more notable collectible varieties for this year includes the 1995D double die obverse. Although it is not as prominent or famous as other double dies from earlier decades, coins exhibiting such anomalies are highly prized by error collectors and specialists, and often certified and authenticated by third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC. The 1995 quarter also sits in a unique historical place. It came just before a major shift in the quarter dollar series, the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which would radically transform the reverse design annually to honor each U.S. state. Thus, the 1995 Washington quarter represents the final years of the traditional eagle reverse before the series entered a new and dynamic chapter. For numismatists, this gives the 1995 coin a sort of nostalgic value, a reminder of the era when the quarter's reverse remained consistent and symbolically rooted in national imagery rather than regional themes. As such, it forms part of the long-running lineage from 1932 to 1998, which is widely collected both as a complete set and for its individual coins done in terms of availability. Circulated examples of the 1995 quarter are still commonly found in everyday change, especially the Philadelphia and Denver versions. However, higher-grade mint-state coins, particularly those with full strike details and without contact marks, are less common and often sought after by collectors working on high-grade data and mint mark sets. Proof and silver-proof versions, on the other hand, are not found in circulation and must be obtained from secondary markets or as part of original U.S. mint proof sets from 1995. These sets often included the cent, nickel, dime, quarter, and half dollar in either clad or silver finishes, depending on the version purchased. The economic context in which the 1995 quarter circulated is also worth mentioning. In the mid-1990s, the U.S. economy was in a phase of robust growth, technological advancement, and relatively low inflation. The coin, thus, was used during a time of increasing digital transactions but still played a critical role in physical commerce, vending machines, transportation tokens, and toll booths. The coin's continued usage over the decades also means many 1995 quarters show signs of wear, reducing their collector value unless preserved in uncirculated condition. As a result, numismatists often prioritize those stored in original mint rolls, bags, or collector albums where luster and strike detail are retained. For educational purposes, The 1995 quarter offers an excellent case study in modern American coinage, showcasing US mint production standards, the evolution of design philosophy, and the shifting relationship between everyday coinage and collector interest. It reflects not only the technological consistency of the US Mint during the late 20th century, but also the enduring reverence for national symbols like George Washington and the bald eagle. Collectors may pair this coin with others from the 1990s to appreciate subtle changes in strike quality, die wear, and toning effects over time. Additionally, the 1995 quarter, being one of the last before the state quarters era, is sometimes included in last of the classic design sets curated by numismatic dealers and institutions. The numismatic value of the 1995 quarter lies not in rarity but in condition, context, and completeness. When viewed as part of a broader collection, its presence contributes to the understanding of an era in American currency just before significant design overhauls, providing both historical and aesthetic satisfaction to the enthusiast. Whether as a teaching tool, a collectible, or a keepsake from the mid-90s, the 1995 quarter dollar remains a proud emblem of the United States Mint's legacy, a circulating reminder of American heritage, craftsmanship, and identity encapsulated in a 5.67-gram piece of metal that has passed through countless hands, pockets, and decades with purpose and pride.